Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. All right, so I have this little thing coming up, and it made me want to jump forward a little bit because I was gonna wait and do this episode a little later in the month for personal reasons, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. So this particular episode is going to be based on the GTH pants. Now, GTH, what is a GTH pants? GTH is initials for Go to Hell. Now, what are Go to Hell pants? Let's go back for a minute and I'll give you a brief history. Mid-70s, WASP, if you don't know WASP, is white Anglo-Saxon Protestant men. So wealthy white men, wealthy young white men of those days. Mid-70s, WASPy Bostonians used to vacation in Martha's Vineyard all the time. And they would be seen adorned in white button-up shirts, navy blazers, boat shoes, no socks. Typical preppy Ivy look. Except for, we're talking about Martha's Vineyard, we're talking about spring and summer, so they would have on these loud, brash, bold, boisterous colored trousers on their legs. Lime greens, bright yellows, pants that's completely floral printed. So there was a gentleman writing an article and he titled them Go to Hell apparel or Go to Hell pants. And the name just kind of stuck. One of my favorite, I'm not going to even say one of my favorite. He is one of my favorites. I'm going to say the best vlogger and writer when it comes to Ivy, preppy, and trad lifestyle and apparel is a gentleman by the name of Christian Chinsfold. Chensvold. He's a really cool guy, but he's an amazing writer, and he's an amazing vlogger, and he knows the lifestyle. He lives and lived the lifestyle. He wrote an article in the Rake. It was issue 8. Yeah, it was issue 8. He wrote an article about Go to Hell pants. So if you can find the physical copy of the Rake, that would be amazing to add to your collection of reading material. But you can probably go online and locate it. But Christian Chinsfold, great writer, man. He wrote an extensive article on the history of the GTH. Fast forward to today. The GTH is not used as much outside of the culture or of the lifestyle, but people in certain circles and people in the know still tend to use that term. Also, it does not just relate to those boisterous colored chinos or dress pants or whatever. It also, and more recognizably, relates to what was initially called the critter pants, because the first pair of all over print pants was a lobster, I think, or something to that effect. But fast forward today, Ralph Lauren, of course, has the all over pony pants, which is damn near iconic. All over crest pants, all over different types of all over pants. So today I'm going to focus on the embroidered part of the GTH pants. I'm going to do 3 rigs, and then the pants that I have on is a pair of Polo Blue Labels. They came out about 2 years ago, all over skull and bones, in the charcoal gray with the light gray, all over skull and bones. Really nice, cool pair of pants. I paired it with just a plaid shirt, wool tie, almost like a tweed, but it's a wool tie, but it has that tweed look. And this is a trusty piece of mine, man. It's a piece I've had now for about 5 years. It's a 3/4 length cardigan. It is for men, so don't play me or yourself like that. Y'all know I refuse to shop in women's for myself. I think that's crazy that some guys do that, but hey, whatever. This is men's. I copped it from, it's Club Monaco. So when I worked for Ralph Lauren, you get your discount also with chaps, if it's chaps Ralph Lauren, all of the other brands that you can find on ralphlauren.com, but then you also get it for Club Monaco because Club Monaco is owned by Ralph Lauren. So there was this one in this rag color cream oatmeal, and then there was also this one in a rag charcoal. I should have got the charcoal also. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the length of it. So I ordered one, and then when I got it and tried it on, I was like, yo, this is dope. I went to get the other one, it was sold out, and they never brought it back. So I'm still trying to chase it down. I got a connection at Club Monaco that's keeping an eye out for that one for me. But you know, just something simple to let the GTH pants, you know, be the conversation piece, but the entire ensemble gels well together. All right. Oh, and I got on a dark brown pair of boat shoes, and it's cold, so I actually do have on socks. But you know, I ain't never been one to feel like if you wearing GTH pants, you can't wear socks. That's crazy. They making GTH pants now for year round. Some of them are strictly for fall and winter, which you're going to see coming up on the first read. All right, so without further ado, let's get to it. Y'all ready? Yeah, me too. Let's go. RL Purple Label monk straps, dark navy blue and royal blue socks. Why, you ask? Well, first up the bat is these GTH pants here, which are a heavy gray flannel. Had them tailored to a slim fit, all over skull and bones. They're by Rugby Ralph Lauren. Great GTH look. This is my favorite pair of GTH pants that I own, and I own quite a few pair. I paired it here with a very dark navy cardigan with royal blue and white stripes by Rugby Ralph Lauren as well. Beautiful how royal blue and navy blue just play off each other so well. We did a gray herringbone estate collared dress shirt. Also hit it off with a Rugby Royal with white stripe heraldic necktie. If I do headwear, I do a gray tam or a gray driver. I have either. But this look here is just really timeless. It's really sophisticated. It's a really sophisticated look. It's a dressy look, but it's not overly dressy, but it's very, very classic, very, very vintage. It's an extremely vintage ensemble. It really speaks to the Ralph Lauren aesthetic here. Again, the GTH pants, heavy wool flannel, almost have a subtle white heathered look to them. So yeah, this is one of my favorite looks. I have worn this look before, and it's just one of the many amazing looks you get when you can pair GTH pants properly and give it that vintage, timeless Ralph Lauren aesthetic. The next look, we start off with a herringbone driver, and we'll pan down to this beautiful estate collared shirt in lilac. We have a cashmere cable knit club collared necktie. We have an overshirt that is a hue of brown with blue and a little bit of purple. We have a hooked Rugby Ralph Lauren belt, and then we have another pair of heavy wool pants, GTH, in a brown hue with purple skull and bones throughout by Rugby Ralph Lauren. These are also a great pair of pants. I had to have these tailored as well, as they both, this particular pair and the gray pair previous came in a classic fit. I had them tailored to a slim fit, and they fit wonderful, look wonderful. It's a great look. It's just a really timeless
ivy trad style as far as these pants are concerned. Now this look has a more rugged look to it. It's refined when we add the tie and the dress shirt, but it still has almost a double RL type feel and look to it. But definitely something more in the 1920s realm, in the Sherlock Holmes, if you will, era. But a great look nonetheless. Something that is just, perfect for an outing during the day, out and about, and you just want to look real snazzy. You want to definitely show your vintage style and your timeless passion that is Ralph Lauren. This belt is pretty awesome. It really screams to the Rugby Ralph Lauren aesthetic that this outfit has. The double RL aesthetic that this outfit tends to have. But that's the beauty of Rugby Ralph Lauren as well. It's not just a varsity look. And then our last look, pardon me. Our last look is a pair of white chinos. They're cropped. It has the skull and bones in blue, but these are blue label. These came out rather recently. So this look is almost a transitional look from the end of winter right up into spring. You saw the orange and navy blue belt to complement this beautiful cable knit rugby sweater. Orange and blue stripe with a big black skull and bones on the left chest. The necktie is purple label. It's like a silverish white and navy blue rep tie. Paired it with a blue, white, striped dress shirt, pop-out collar. It has number 2 on the back, if I'm not mistaken. But it's just a really nice sporty look. This is a little more laid back than the 2 previous looks, but we still gave it that Ralph Lauren aesthetic by adding the dress shirt and the necktie. And we'd probably do a nice pair of brown loafers. Because it's a transitional look, maybe we will have to put some socks on, but if not, that's fine too. We could go with or without socks. But this is a nice vintage piece, this sweater here. Like I said, it's cable knit. As you can see, it does have the number 2 on the back inside of a diamond shaped patch, a huge diamond shaped patch on the back. So again, we got a more sportier look than the dressier looks we had with the previous 2 ensembles. But however, we're still showing that GTH aesthetic. Look at that skull. It's got that felt look to it. Man, that's pretty. That's a pretty nice looking piece there. And again, like I said, we have the orange and blue with the subtle white stripe ribbon belt. Once you're breaking out them ribbon belts, people tend to assume you're dealing with spring, and that, for the most part, that's the case. But I'm not one of those that feel you have to wait till spring or summer to wear a ribbon belt. You can wear a ribbon belt year round. I would just suggest not something a little more subtle in color. This was my last little bit of Ralph's coffee. So I'm gonna have to order some more. I'm gonna have to order another 10 or 2 so I can have some Ralph's coffee to grind up, French press, and drink. Cause man, I love me some Dunkin' Donuts, but Ralph's coffee is the best coffee, I'm telling you. And I don't know why y'all ain't figured this out yet, but Starbucks is the absolute worst coffee ever. That shit is horrible. Anyway, showed you a couple of GTH style pants, some of my favorites in my collection. All of the ones that you saw today were skull and bones. Let me explain. I have another
2 or 3 pair of Skull and Bones, but I have other styles as well, but they're all at the tailor. I took 5 pair to the tailor. I took 6 pair. One of them she couldn't fix without messing them up completely, so I just sold them. But the other 5 pair, they were all like 40s and 38s, and some of them are rare. I didn't want to get rid of them. I want to keep them. I went GTH crazy when I first started really embracing the Ralph Lauren brand, and then I fell back some. And then when Polo bought when Polo Blue Label bought back when Polo Blue Label bought back the Skull and Bones from the rugby line, then I kind of sort of jumped back in the boat, grabbed a few pair of those, found a couple pair of rugbies that I loved that were vintage. So that's why we had all Skull and Bones today. But I own 2 pair of Crest GTH pants. I own some all over ponies. Own some all over polo player and the Oxford polo player. What else? I got some mallard ducks all over. So yeah, I have other styles. They're just not here. And like I said, I was planning on doing this one closer towards the end of the month. But for reasons that I can't explain just yet, I just needed to move this episode up a couple of weeks. So that's why I'm getting it done now. All right. But that's another episode in the books. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about GTH pants, the embroidered version. We will do, when we get to early spring, we'll do GTH, the original GTH. The OG GTH, which is the bold patterns and prints. We'll do that early spring before I shut it down when summer comes. But tell me what you think in the comment section about GTH, the all over embroidered version. And remember, I'm doing styling. I'm looking in your closet. I'm helping you put together ensembles for things that you already have, making suggestions on pieces you can buy. All right, there's other things I can do as well, but those would involve meeting up. That's gonna cost a little more money because 1, we're in a pandemic, and 2, it's a lot more work. So I'm here for whatever y'all might need, whatever your cousins might need, whoever, whatever, I got you. All right, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend, because we here. And remember, artists paint pictures, haters, they paint narratives. So don't be no hater. All right, have a good one.